Welcome to the call, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Mark, and I'm really excited about the information I'm going to share with you over the next few minutes. I'd like to start with the question, what can $4 do for you? I want to show you over the next few minutes how $4 can do some amazing things for your family, how we can empower you and I to be able to help others, and even empower nonprofits and organizations without changing anything that we are doing right now. We're going to take about 20 minutes. We're going to go right through this, and then we're going to bring on a few guest speakers to share their thoughts as well. And we'll probably even give you an opportunity to ask questions. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. All right, so first thing I want to talk about is tax deductions. We all know that the government has hired a bunch of new tax IRS agents, and they're going to be, looking under covers and everything else to try to get all the money they can because the government is in debt. I think everybody understands that. And so one of the things we're going to show you is how $4, among other things, can put you into business, ladies and gentlemen, which will enable you to take advantage on average of $1,500 a year in tax deductions coming out the gate. All right, so I have a little article here. You can easily pull these up. I'm going to give you some reference websites that you can go to. If you have a pen and piece of paper, go ahead and write this down. TheBalanceMoney.com. TheBalanceMoney.com. That's a guide to tax deductions for home-based businesses. So here's the thing. If your home business space is 300 feet or less, you will be able to use a simple calculation to determine your deduction. The calculations is the number of square feet for your business space times $5. And so a business space of 100 square feet, it could be your dining room area, or maybe you've got an extra bedroom that you want to use for your office. Guess what? That would mean approximately a $500 tax write-off, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so that's the first thing. What can $4 do for you? It can save you up to, on average, $1,500 a year in tax deductions. All right, so that's money in your pocket that you didn't have to pay out. It could also perhaps increase your tax refund. Okay. So let's just go a little closer. Let's look at this. So what are the tax advantages of a home-based business? The guidelines for the IRS allows you to deduct business expenses from the revenue that you generate from your home business and any other income that you generate, such as a job. All right. So what can $4 do for you? It can set you up in a home-based business where you have these amazing tax write-offs. All right. So that's the first thing. Let's continue. So what are some of the things that you can deduct? Well, auto expenses, office supplies, office furniture, software subscription, advertising, marketing, travel expenses, and even employee salaries. In fact, did you know that you could hire your own children and pay them a salary, and you can literally write that off? That money that you pay them, maybe you put in a savings account, and you can use that to pay for Christmas, for example. All right. And of course, when you're dealing with taxes, you always want to consult your professional tax advisor. We're not tax advisors, but I have one, a CPA. You might want to get one yourself to help you to maximize your tax advantages. All right. Now, so what is the business that we're talking about? We're talking about the business of anonymous location data. Now, we're going to break it all down. You're going to understand exactly what that is. But let's listen to Dave Ramsey. Of course, he's a financial guru. He said this. He said the worst thing you can do is get a second job, especially in tough times like this. But the best thing you can do is start a home-based business. That's what we're talking about. And we're going to show you how you can do that with just $4 a month, ladies and gentlemen, less than the cost of a Happy Meal. But let's talk about this anonymous location data. What is that all about? Well, I came across a very interesting book. You might want to look it up. It's called We Are Data: Algorithms and the Making of Our Digital Selves. Did you know that you and I have a digital footprint, in this Internet of Things online, even through our cell phones? We have a digital footprint, and that is worth money. Really? Well, let's take a look at it. The most valuable commodity for businesses today, ladies and gentlemen, is data. Many companies have been capturing customer data in some form or another for decades. In fact, today, in the internet-focused world that we live in, data is widely considered to be among the world's most valuable resource because of how much potential revenue and business value it can provide. Moreover, it's available for sale and purchase. Indeed, some of the most influential companies globally, like Google and Facebook, they have made their money mainly from the valuable and often innate data that you and I have given them for free. All right, this is what we're talking about. So now, why is data so valuable? So valuable because it's like oil and it's like gold, ladies and gentlemen. And many of these companies use that data to do what? To create more income. And so data represents behavior. In fact, it predicts behavior. Whose behavior? Ours. All right. And that means more revenue. So companies collect, they store, they analyze customer data in their own databases to help them predict customer behavior. The predictive quality can be so incredibly accurate, ladies and gentlemen, that companies can know what we need even before we do. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever gone online to read something or to watch a video, and then just a few moments later, you get an advertisement for that very thing? What happened? Somebody bought and sold your data just that fast and made a profit. But how much of that money did you and I get? So personal data is worth billions, if you didn't know. Wall Street happens to be the #1 buyer of data, and they use it to predict trends and direct investments. They want to know where people are, all right? And so they're going to use that information to determine where to build housing complexes, where to build schools, shopping malls, and things like that. They look to see what companies are going to benefit from that information, and then they invest in those companies, and they make billions. Well, we're going to introduce you to a technology by Instant Recall, which empowers you and I to benefit monthly from the sale of our anonymous location data. So I want you to understand this. It is anonymous. Have you ever driven down a major intersection and seen a rubber cord running across the road and a gray box on the side? They're literally counting traffic. They want to know how many cars go down this intersection. Well, guess what? They know how many cars went down that intersection, but they don't know who was in the car. Our location data through our cell phones, they know that our cell phone was in a specific area, but they don't know who the cell phone belongs to. This is what we mean. And this is precious information. It's guaranteed to be anonymous, ladies and gentlemen. Otherwise, companies would be sued in the billions. So this is very, very significant about the privacy here. So why do companies collect it? Let's be very clear and very plain. Big tech collects personal data and they use it to churn a profit. But my question to you, since it is our data, shouldn't we profit from it? Well, that's what we are discussing here today. So now, got a short 4-minute overview video that breaks it all down in detail, and then we're going to just go over some of the main points here. Let's watch this short video.
How would you like to have an automatic additional income? Automatic because you don't have to change anything about your day-to-day lifestyle in order to receive an additional income. An income that could easily reach into the high 5 figures. Take a moment to understand the Instant Recall app and how it can easily change your financial picture. Did you know your location data is valuable? That's right, where you go, your phone goes. And when advertisers see where all the phones are, they can better decide how and where to advertise. Did you know right now there are over 50 companies already selling your location to advertisers? That's right. As you and thousands of other people are driving around every day, multiple apps on your phone have been given permission by you to track your location. They do it anonymously, of course. They don't give out your personal information, but they are selling the location of you and the thousands of people all around you for hundreds of thousands of dollars to advertisers. Google is a prime example. So here's the question. How much are they paying you for your location data? And here's a better question. How would you like to get paid for it? Hold that thought for a moment. In the last 3 years, food and fuel prices have risen worldwide. We all need more money to get by. And with over 5.9 billion smartphone users around the world producing valuable anonymous location data, economists are right. Oil is no longer the most valuable resource. Data is. With the Instant Recall app, you can now get paid for your data and for referring others to Instant Recall. Of course, we comply with all international privacy laws, so you are not tracked personally. Your location data is anonymous. We collect $3.99 a month from your phone to publish your data to commercial data platforms. We package your location data and send it to the platforms every 15 seconds or 5,760 times a day. And we compile the data from the phones of everyone you refer. And we pay you monthly. In addition to that, your $3.99 monthly subscription provides 5 meals each month through feedingamerica.org. You are paid $1 per month on each personal referral, all those on your first level. Plus, you are paid $1 per month on the referrals made by those people you refer. This is your second level. If you have made 10 or more personal referrals, you are paid 50 cents per month on the referrals on your third and fourth levels. Simply put, if everyone refers just 10 people, you are making over $5,600 a month in recurring monthly income without changing anything about what you're doing in your day-to-day life. Some people will refer a lot more than 10, so your monthly income can grow exponentially. We send payments to a digital wallet every month so you can withdraw those funds to your account. Download the Instant Recall app. Make sure the referral code you receive is correct before clicking on the green arrow in the bottom right. Next, open the app to the map page. Click on the white box in the upper right. On the next page in the lower right is an automated referral system connected to all of your contacts. Just start clicking on contacts to get your first 10 referrals. The best part is no inventory needed, and there are 5.9 billion customers out there for you to refer. Plus, you can take advantage, on average, of a $1,500 a year tax write-off as a home-based business owner. Feel free to get back with the person that shared this with you and take a moment to ask any questions and how you can get on board with this incredible opportunity. Have a good day, and we look forward to hearing from you soon.
All right. So what can $4 do for you? Well, first of all, it can save you a ton of money on your taxes, as we talked about, but it also can enable you and I to be able to help others. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever done anything to help someone else? And how did that make you feel after you did that? You felt good, didn't it? Absolutely. Well, when you participate here with that $4 a month, guess what? You and I are providing food for those in need, and we can feel really good about that. So the company, or this app, has partnered up with feedingamerica.org. I have a little short 2-minute video which will help us understand what Feeding America is all about. Let's watch this video.
Today, right here in America, a shocking number of our neighbors are facing hunger. Feeding America estimates 60 million people turn to food banks, food pantries, and other private food assistance programs in 2020. There is enough food to feed all of us, but still millions of people face hunger every year. And in Black, Latino, and Native American communities, the challenges run deeper and hit harder. It takes courage to ask for help. It takes all of us working together to make sure no one goes to bed hungry.
Feeding America is a nationwide network of 200 food banks and 60,000 meal programs. Together, we are the nation's largest domestic hunger relief organization. The Feeding America network helped provide more than 6 billion meals in 2020. Behind each meal are countless supporters, donors, and volunteers who care deeply about their neighbors. This family's meal came from their local food pantry. There are more than 60,000 meal programs like this all across our country. Before the meal reached the pantry, the groceries came from a local food bank that collects and routes food to feeding programs. Day in and day out, 200 food banks secure food and funds from donors like national food and grocery manufacturers, retailers, and farmers, and from the generosity of individuals making donations to help feed their neighbors. Volunteers help make it all possible. Each year, more than 2 million people lend a hand.
The work goes beyond providing meals every day. Together, the Food Bank Network and our partners are hard at work in your community and thousands just like it, rescuing healthy food and keeping it from landfills, focusing on the hardest hit communities, making it easier for everyone to get the fresh food they need. And uniting a movement that will bring about lasting change. All of this makes a difference for our neighbors by providing more meals today and helping create a hunger-free tomorrow. But we can't end hunger without people like you. Join us. Visit www.feedingamerica.org to find your local food bank. Volunteer to help get meals to your neighbors. Raise your voice to advocate for stronger food assistance programs. And donate. Every dollar helps provide at least 10 meals. Together, we can create an America where no one is hungry. Together, we're Feeding America.
All right. So what can $4 do for us, ladies and gentlemen? It can empower us to empower others. And that's amazing. So now let's look into a few details of this amazing app. So the first question that people often ask, who is paid the $3.99 subscription? Well, you need to know that Google owns Google Maps, and this location data is going through Google. Not only that, if you have an iPhone, then it's going to go through Apple. So let's just take a look at Google. How big are they, right? Well, Google has over 156,000 employees, and their net income last year was $76 billion. Their gross assets is over $359 billion. So one of the largest, most profitable companies in the world. If you have an Android phone, you're going to be paying Google that $3.99 so that location data, so that your location data can be accessed and can be sold. So this is another partnership that's very significant. So you need to understand, in order to have this app in the Google Play Store, everything had to be right. Your privacy had to be protected, ladies and gentlemen. All right. In addition to that, we talked about Apple, if you got an iPhone. So that's a huge company. In fact, it's the most profitable company on the planet. All right. Their net worth is over 2.5 trillion, and they recently crossed the $3 trillion mark. So if you have an iPhone, that $3.99 is going to go to them. That's another partnership. And of course, they had to vet the app as well. All right. So now let's look at the process and just a little more closely. So how does a person get involved? Well, you're going to get the link of the person who invited you here. You're going to click on it. You're going to download the app, and then you're going to subscribe by paying just $3.99 a month. Next thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to share the app with others. We're going to talk about how we do that. It's very simple. It is very easy. In this process, guess what? Meals are going to be distributed through Feeding America every single month that you subscribe. But in addition to that, when you share this with others, guess what? You can generate income, and guess what? So can nonprofits and organizations as well. So let me ask you, what if you could pay your car note, your rent, or your mortgage payments for less than the price of a Happy Meal? This is what we're talking about, cash flow. That's what we need in these coming months. So suppose you could generate just enough money to pay your lunch throughout the week, or buy some additional groceries, maybe pay your cell phone, or to get a free tank of gas. Wouldn't that be great? Well, all you have to do is just share the app with 10 people who do the same. That would be $110 a month coming in month after month. And this calculator that you're looking at is available online. You can go to calculatetheearnings.com, because you might be connected with some very large groups. We're going to talk about nonprofits and organizations in a moment. But let's just say it's you, literally working by yourself, but you've got some tremendous goals. We want to show you how you can generate enough money to pay your car payment every month, pay your rent, and even pay your mortgage. So one of the things we're doing here, we just consistently share the program and we grow this database. So if you like us and you share, whether it be by text message, email, social media, you call people on the phone, you talk to people on the bus stop, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You can build a significant income. Let's say you talk to 20 people, who talk to 10, who talk to 5, who talk to 2. Guess what? That's over $1,700 a month. That could pay a couple of car payments, right? Or let's say you continue, like many of us are doing, and you share this with 40 people who share it with 10, 5, and 2. That's over $3,400 a month. Or maybe you're very aggressive, like many of our leaders on the call. You share it with 60 over time, who share it with 10, who share it with 5 and 2. That's over $5,000 a month. That ought to pay most mortgage payments. All right, so very high potential here. But let me ask you this. Do you know any organizations or nonprofits looking for long-term recurring revenue. Maybe they don't want to do the yard sales or whatever they do to generate money right now. They can simply start a campaign to feed those in need and simply ask their supporters to join them by downloading the Instant Recall app, subscribing and paying $3.99 a month. The great thing is not only will that organization and those individuals be able to feed people in need, they will also be able to support this nonprofit as well. How many of you would be willing to join us in this campaign? So that is them talking to their supporters. And if you are the one who introduced them, that could be very significant for you and your family. So let's talk about getting started, because it's very easy to do so. Of course, you're going to get the link of the person who shares this information with you. You're going to download the Instant Recall app through your iPhone or your Android Play Store. So the next thing you want to do is register. So these details are very important because software has to be handled a certain way. So how do you register? Well, you put in your email address and you choose a password. Now, because we're dealing with Google, it only makes sense to use a Gmail address. Now, you can use others, but Gmail is best practice, right? Use a Gmail address, use your real name, and go ahead and register. You're going to click that green arrow at the bottom once you fill out the fields, okay? And of course, you need to write down the email address and the password that you use, because you're going to need it down the road. We're going to show you how to get paid. You're going to need those details. So make sure that you write them down. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier down the road. The other thing you're going to do, once you have downloaded the app and registered, you're going to immediately delete the app and download it again. It's going to cause your referral link to reset. If you don't do that, your sponsor's referral link may be there. So this is how the technology works. We need to make sure we let people know how this works so they can use it and it will function properly for them. All right. So now when you click on the numbers in the upper right-hand corner, it's going to take you to another screen. And this is where you can see your referral code. All right, so you can see it here on the screen. And if you want the details of that link, as you can see on my screen right here, simply text it to yourself or text it to a loved one so you can actually see that link and you can copy and paste it. All right. Now, the next step is to subscribe. So as we mentioned, when you pay $3.99, that money doesn't go to the company. That money goes to Google and it goes to Apple. If you have a Gmail email address, you will see the receipt in your back office of your email account. All right, that verifies all of this. And so some people, when they see this and they understand that there is an affiliate program with some payouts, they tend to think that the payouts are coming from the $3.99, but absolutely not. That money is going to Google and Apple. Where do the payouts come from? The payouts come from the sale of the anonymous data. This is why nonprofits like this, because this is not some type of a gifting program or crowdfunding program. This is real business, and it's the business of anonymous location data. All right? All right. So now you want to go to settings, which is that gear in the lower right-hand corner. You click on that, and this is where all the details concerning this amazing app are located. You can see how to use the app, the terms of use, the privacy policy. There is even a link there so you can communicate with the developer if you have any questions. Also, what makes this so easy to share with others is that you can do it right from your phone. So we call it the $4 business that you carry around in your pocket, ladies and gentlemen. Your phone is a business. Did you know that? Absolutely. We're going to show you as you participate here, you are creating that business right with that smartphone that you have. So when you click share with friends, it's going to give you the ability to access other social media platforms and email, your Skype, your Facebook, WhatsApp, also your Messenger. And it makes it very easy for you to communicate with people. And guess what? We will help you with what to say. All right. We call it ad copy. We tell you exactly what to say, what to text, what to email, and what to post on social media. So you don't have to figure that out. Once you join us, you join our Facebook group, and that's where you will see all of those ad copy examples. And all you want to do is just get that message out on a consistent basis. All right. So now you can track your referrals by simply clicking on that same numbers in the upper right-hand corner, and you will see your referrals here. Okay. When you see green, that means they subscribed and they have an active subscription. And of course, the affiliate program works like this. The people that you refer on your first level, all those who subscribe, that's $1 a month. People who that they refer are on your second level, that's $1 a month. If you refer 10 referrals or more, which you can do in one day, all right, guess what? That's going to open up level 3 and level 4, where you earn 50 cents per month based on every active subscription. So this is not network marketing. There's no hoops to jump through. There's no binary. There's no ranks. You can refer as many people as you want, ladies and gentlemen. That's why there is no limit to the amount of money that you can generate helping others with this amazing app. All right, so now the next thing is, how do you get paid? Well, the app pays out once a month between the 15th and the 25th. All right, but in order for you to get paid, you need to download this wallet. It's called the GPoint wallet. Okay, and you can find that in both of your app stores. You want to download that, but the most important thing is, how do you register? You register with the very same information that you use to register with Instant Recall, the same email address, the same phone number, ladies and gentlemen, and your real name, so that the two can connect. So if you've used some other information, they can't connect. That means somebody's got to do some work to try to figure out who you are. So you don't want to do that. You want to use the same email, same phone number, and use your real name when you're connecting this. So this is great because this money goes directly into your bank account. You can do that by using your debit card or your bank routing number. All right. If you don't have a bank account, you can order a debit card. It costs about $20, and you can have those payments that go onto that debit card. All right. Very good. And so this is primarily for the bank. You know, you have a lot of people in the world, they don't have bank accounts. So this is the payment system for those who have bank accounts. Companies working on another system for people who are unbanked. That's not ready yet, and we don't have a timeline, but everyone will be notified when that is available. If you have any questions concerning your GPoint wallet, you can contact their support by going to support@gpointwallet.com. That's support@gpointwallet.com. So guess what? That concludes our overview. We're going to bring a couple of guest speakers on, and we'll take a few questions as well. But when is the perfect time to get involved in Instant Recall? It's right now. We talked about all the value that you get for $4. It's like unbelievable. So why wouldn't anybody want to do this, right? But you want to do it first because you want to be involved before your friends and others, so you can be the one to let them know about it, right? Very good, very good. Okay, very good, very good. So we don't have a waiting room here, so I don't know where your guest is. I think they went to the wrong link, but there is no waiting room here. Very good. Okay, very good. So let's go ahead and bring on just a few speakers here. And if you have questions or comments, we're going to give you an opportunity to raise your hand so you can ask your questions after we finish with the speakers. But the first person I want to bring on, let me see if I can find Carl. I want to bring Carl on the line because Carl had a very interesting testimony. And Carl, you are unmuted. You should be able to unmute yourself right now. And I'll give you just a second to kind of find that microphone. All right. How are you, Carl?
I'm doing well. Thank you, Mark.
All right. Well, welcome to the call, man. You shared a very interesting, exciting testimony with me the other day. I wonder if you would take the time to share with all of our listeners today.
Yeah, actually, I got two testimonies, one about the product and then one about the referral. But thanks again, Mark, for inviting me to participate in this awesome opportunity. I've been in many opportunities across time of 2 decades, really. And for $4, you can't go wrong. But I got involved in this industry for one reason, believe it or not, and that was to pay my taxes back. And so for $4, you write your whole life off here. I mean, your car, your phone, net, children. I don't have any, but you could actually, you know, just like you said in the overview, you can actually pay your children and then write that off. So I tell people about it all the time. They don't believe me. So I said, well, tax man. And then one guy says, oh, I don't want to raise any red flags. Well, some will, some won't. So what, right, Mark?
That's it. That's it.
But yesterday I was in a line to get some food, and the line was about a 10-15 minute line. And there was a gentleman standing to the right of me, and he looked like a really short person. and he was within my 3 to 5 foot range. And you know the rule about that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he was wearing a T-shirt. He had worked for a telecom company, a big one, one that just recently bought Sprint out. And I asked him a question. I said, "You working for T-Mobile?" He says, "Well, I used to." Well, I knew if he was in the telecom business, he had to know about apps. So I got my phone out and I opened up my instant recall app and I started showing it to him. And he got interested in it. And the next thing you know, I'm sharing my link with him. And by that time, we'd moved up the line a little bit. We got closer to another person, Vera, who's on the call with us today. And she started listening to us, and we looked like two kids in a candy store, Mark. We was playing with our phones, and I'm telling you, it was electricity. And so Mark signed himself up, and within 2 minutes later, we were about 4 to 5 feet away from Vera, and she just was aggressive and just asked us, "What are you two boys doing?" And we couldn't help but share with her. And the next thing you know, she says, "Well, I want more info about that, but I got to go to work right now." So we made her late for work because we talked too much. But anyway, within 10 minutes, 2 people had joined my organization, and one of them was Melvin, and he's on the line with us, and so is Vera. And yeah, they got excited, and I'm excited that they're here with us.
Awesome. Well, welcome to the community, Melvin and Vera. So happy to have you. We want to, you're probably, college probably already got you connected in the Facebook group. We've got a lot of additional information there and support for you. And we do these calls every Saturday at 12 noon and every Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'd like to welcome both of you to the community. Thank you so much, Carl, man. Really, really excited about, what you're doing, to help others and to develop this program.
Thank you. Here.
Excellent. All right, so let's bring on another speaker. I'm going to go to, actually, I'm going to go to New York City to Coach Valencia on the line. And she's been doing some amazing things over here. And hopefully, Valencia, you're in a place where you can unmute yourself right now. Give you a second to click on your microphone. All right, Valencia, how are you today?
I'm doing great, Mark. Thanks for asking. Great presentation as always, and congratulations to you, Carl. Just hearing these stories of how easy it is to be about your business with this $4 program, because it's just too phenomenal not to share. It's just so simple. We are on our phones 24/7. And the fact that you can share with somebody 4 or 5 feet away from you an opportunity that can be life-changing, especially in this crazy economy. So I'm super excited about hearing that. I'm super excited about what it's doing for me. I'm super excited about getting paid once a month for something that I did last month and then some. So I'm just excited. I mean, just having this type of environment with the group of people that helps you present this information to those who don't even know that it exists. And a lot of people still don't know we exist, and we have to continue to spread this to people all over. And it's just phenomenal. So I'm super excited, guys. I hope that you're paying attention to how we can minimize our taxes, which everybody should be looking forward to do, and just how you can present a great opportunity to not only yourself, but to your loved ones.
All right. Thank you so much, Valencia. Really, really appreciate you. I'm going to bring on a good friend of mine, and that's Mr. Terry Lofton. He's down there in the Houston area, and hopefully you're in a place, Terry, where you'll be able to say hello to everyone and unmute yourself as well. All right. Welcome to the call.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Welcome.
Awesome. Hey, awesome presentation as always. Mark, I have a testimony. I was talking with a group of teachers, and just by just doing them matter of factly, just brought it up in general, and they know me in this industry, and I'm like, look, I have something that's not MLM, something that's really simple and easy, and the investment basically is like $48 a year, and you could get just like a home-based business. And and I went a little bit more in detail with that. And it was like, well, what do we have to sell? I say, you sell nothing. You're already giving it away. And the way I see it, you have 2 choices. And I use this, what, Nevada shared with us. I say, you can either keep giving it away free, or you can start earning revenue from it and build up on that and turn it into like a toll booth for yourself. And they said, well, what is it, Terry? What is it? What do we have to market? I said, just pull out your phone. And I had them pull out their phone, and I basically invited them through my app. I said, this is simple. Let me show you. And I just opened the app up, and I say, it's a simple instant recall app that we're helping families. And once you download and activate, you're helping 5 families. And they was like, what do you mean helping 5 families? I said, for every time I pay my subscription at $3.99, when I invest that, it helps 5 families to be fed. And they were blown away. They was like, we'll do that just because of that. So I just sharing that with anybody on this call. You just got to share what we're doing. We got a cause behind what we have. It's not just money, but it's more of a cause of what we're doing. And at the same time, we're helping ourselves. So I'm totally pumped up. I'm totally excited about this. And we're here for the long haul.
Wow. That is amazing. Man, both you and Carl gave really good examples of just a conversation that you had with people around you, and people got it, because it's really is that powerful. So many benefits. I heard someone say the other day that RV drivers, that they believe RV drivers would really love this. So just think about it. You go to an RV park where you got all these RVs, and you say, hey, listen, let me show you how to save potentially hundreds or thousands of dollars off gas. Why? Because if they are promoting instant recall, they can save about 53 cents a mile off gas. All right. So not only can they get tremendous tax benefits, they're also helping others. And every time they pull up in another RV park, those are all potential customers. One of the things that we're all going to see is that we continue to move forward, we're going to be able to identify people and groups and organizations that this is perfect for. It's perfect for everybody. But there are other groups, some groups that it's also really, really good for. And we're going to be able to identify that. So I encourage all of us, to think outside of the box, because this is very unique. We haven't quite seen anything quite like this before. Gentlemen, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today. Get in contact with the person who invited you on the call. They will walk you through the process. We look forward to really having some great success and a lot of fun together. So thank you again for joining us. Everyone have an awesome weekend. We see you again on our next call, which will be Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Goodbye for now.